out that word, which sparked backlash so huge it got Lizzo and Beyonce to remove lyrics using it from already released songs. Usually when I used it, it meant to give somebody a good cussing to the point that we might come to the fisticuffs. I'm about to blank on your ass. I am about to blank on the post office because they lost my package, but it could also be good too. Oh, you were blanking at that party, girl. You was throwing that ass in a circle, a rhombus, a rectangle. It was not connected to the slang version mostly used in white culture to mean uncoordinated and or clumsy, a spinoff of the slur for people with cerebral palsy who suffer from body spasms and physical ailments. In the rapper Flo Millie's 2020 song, 19, her lyric, "Got a yellow bitch with me, we bumblebee, she riding down LA while I roll the weed," refers to herself, a dark-skinned woman, and a light-skinned friend. In many since-deleted tweets linking the lyrics to anti-Asian hate, the historical use of yellow as a slur against Asian people was conflated with a term for light skin in the black community. Every person who dragged Beyonce, Lizzo, and black people who defended them is a hypocrite if they use terms considered ableist like stupid, dumb, crazy, lame, blind spot, tone deaf, crippling, etc. And if you mind the English language and all of its dialects, there are a bunch of terms with grisly or negative history still in play today. Drinking the Kool-Aid is pejorative because of the victims of 1970s cult leader Jim Jones, who forced his mostly black followers to drink poison Kool-Aid, resulting in the biggest mass suicide in American history. Term nitty-gritty is believed to be the evolution of the French colonizer word for black and Creole people, nigritty. Wait, did I say that right? I don't speak French. Somebody tell me. What'd that word say? Pimping, which in the early 2000s came to mean cool, to make cool, or upgrade, is rooted in sex trafficking. And I don't even have to explain how we've transformed the word bitch, do I? Didn't I say earlier language is messy and chaotic? Bitch, a word that came to be a prominent slur for women after the modern feminist movement. Are you allowed to use the reclaimed endearment version, or are you misogynistic? Or can we admit we know when a word is simply slang? Like when a straight man says that looking for a new barber is a bitch, or a gay man calling his best friend's outfit cunty. We know they weren't being hateful, so can we act like it? Wrote disability advocate Ola Ojewumi in a thread on Twitter. The major disability stories this year that garnered global attention were two famous black women singers using the ableist slurs SPAZ. What the fuck? All while disabled black leaders are organizing to fight the disability, poverty, pandemic, housing insecurity, and police violence. When Lizzo removed the S word from her song after backlash, she said, "As a fat black woman in America, I've had many hateful words used against me, so I understand the power words can have." Maybe not realizing that fat is a much more widespread word, often at the center of dehumanizing and derogatory insults, and that it might be offensive to some people. Of course, Lizzo can refer to herself as fat all she wants, but if you call somebody in my family fat, or other people who grew up hearing the word in a bad way, they won't see it as being body positive or empowering. Fat may be used by some people as a plain Jane adjective to destigmatize, especially among younger body positive people, but others take offense to the word, preferring to describe themselves in other terms. Then there's freak, which originally meant grotesque and came to be associated with the ableism of exploitative freak shows in the 19th and 20th century. Freak moved past that definition in the mid-20th century to explain drug trips as freaking out, and at some point along the way became a term for sexual behavior, both good or bad. Among my nana and mother's generations, it was not a good term for a woman to be called generally. Like, that woman is a cold freak. You're basically saying she a hoe. But nowadays, both freak and hoe are common self-descriptors. But does freak's past attachment to freak shows make it an ableist term? Let's take Rihanna, whose list of somehow untouchable offenses includes her billionaire status and lauding of the scammer Sean King and putting abuser Johnny Depp in a fancy fashion show. Let's glaze right over all of that. People, mainly black Americans, were pissed that she called her baby fine as fuck in a recent tweet, not knowing that, as numerous African and West Indian tweeters pointed out, fine means healthy and good, not attractive and sexually appealing. Very quickly, Rihanna's language choice drummed up allegations and discourse about grooming, while stunned African and West Indian tweeters laughed.
What's that there? Grass. That's right. Kneel down and rub it. Rub it.